Hi, I'm Chris, the Joy Connector, and I hope you'll check out my channel and my website, joyconnector.com. Today, I'm here to talk about the topic, why are we here? Joy Connector comes from where joy is within us, which for me has been this thread that I can draw from my belief systems, what I truly believe in, which for me is no matter what's going down in the here and the now, love always wins in the end. Love is the strongest power. Love is what we can draw on. And joy is that deep truth within us, our power to transform and to heal and to bring light into our shadows, the places where we feel are too dark to even breathe into. Our purpose here is to enjoy it, right? We're here to enjoy life. But that doesn't mean it's happy 24/7. What it means is bringing all of ourselves, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole shebang to the table every day. And that's what I think has been lacking for us, at least in my experience, for me, with me, culturally and otherwise, for decades. And what 2020 has given us is this chance to really look at that, to really sit with ourselves, right? Sometimes in isolation, sometimes with others in our relationships, with our work, with our country, with our planet and our environment. It's all these ways. So how can we bring all of ourselves to the table? Well, it means we're going to have to feel what is and move through it. Because when we try to distract ourselves from things like pain, which is just a reality of life, a part of life, and an opportunity to grow and transform and transcend, we gotta feel it. What happens when we don't feel it? Well, you're not really connected to your life anymore, and you're not gonna feel any of the good stuff either. It's not like we get a selective, I'll take these feelings and I'm gonna leave all of these behind. That's not really how it works. If we start to shut down some of the feelings, all of the feelings, because it all comes from the same place. So like I was saying, that joy is underneath the pain. So how do we get there? Take some awareness of what's going on in here below the surface and below the logic, right? So some of us will try to override pain with logic, like I'm good and here's why, and I forgive that person for all these reasons because they're just a human. That's kind of that spiritual bypass that we talk about. No dice, friends. Still get the feelings in there, still gonna have to feel them in order to get free, in order to really feel that joy, in order to get to the intuition, in order to get to the insight and the wisdom that's truly in that amazing being that you are, that authentic self, the freedom that we seek, that we think we're going to find in all these other ways, all these externals, through a job and success and, the greatest season tickets and the best partner and the most incredible vacation and the most money and all of those things. It truly comes from full self-expression. That's what it is. That's what it is. So let's break down that process for healing that. So how do you move through pain? How do we do this life thing? Okay. You feel it. That's it. Number one, be where the pain is. Soften around it. What does that mean? Don't grip and tighten and push. Or when you see yourself kind of struggling and straightening up and hitting one obstacle after another, pause. Just start there. Pause. Breathe. That'll start to move. Then ease around a little bit. Ease out your shoulders. Move your body a little bit. Shake things out. And get curious. Ask yourself, what is this feeling? Where did it come from? How long have I had it? What do I remember about it? Why does it scare me? Sit there. Just be in that for a minute. Maybe move your body with it if that feels good. Make noise. Sound. Let go. Ugh. Jump around. Yell and scream if you want to. Deep breaths. Ugh. Move it through the body. And sometimes that pain will be less than 30 seconds. And things start to shift and you start to tell yourself something different and ease around it, and you start to see some more, feel freedom in your body and start to feel some more lightness kind of show up and positivity, and you go, okay, great. Other times you get into the deeper feelings like grief, below the sadness, grief and shame, and those can stick with us a little bit longer because oftentimes we've buried those more deeply and collected more of it without feeling it, without allowing it to move through us and release it. So what do we do there? You can't just let it go. So that's the thing. You can't bypass the feeling it and the healing it and just, okay, see you later, bye, letting shame go. Not my problem, wasn't my fault, I didn't do it. That's great, but that's up here. The feelings are in the body. The body is the vessel for the emotional life. So it takes some movement. It takes some being in the body, bringing awareness to the feelings in the body, the sensations, the movement. And then it begins to connect to what you tell yourself about those feelings, what they're connected to. And then you get to move through that story. You get to feel it. You get to see what that's attached to, where you are with yourself. Like, why did I feel that way about myself? What did I tell myself about myself? What kind of meaning did I make from that experience? What story did I walk away from? And with the breath and with the movement, little by little, the emotion starts to move through you and out of you, and it can look like tears. Like I said, it can look like rage. It can look like sound, screaming, deep breaths. And then something interesting starts to happen as it begins to move out of you. It begins to move through you. You can draw on and pull from what you truly believe in, which for some is this idea of God. For me, it's love. As I said, love always wins in the end. But we all believe in something. And that's your moment. You have to know. What do you truly believe in? What do you draw on in the darkness? What connects you back to hope? And it can grow, but you gotta know. All right, my friends. So we're moving it, we're feeling it, we're healing it by shifting those stories, getting back to what we really know is true, what you know, what you believe in. Love always wins. What do you want to tell yourself? And how do you want to move forward from this moment, from this experience? What's the wisdom that comes? And usually after I sit with myself in quiet, in stillness, absolute stillness, hand on heart, after something like that, after moving those feelings, especially the deeper ones, a wisdom comes, a little voice comes, whispers, and it'll tell me something new, something true, something deep. And that's what I can carry away. That brings me back to who I really am beyond this pain, because it's all temporary. And then I truly know my joy. And that's where the joy connector comes from. That's the joy I'm talking about. It's what's underneath the pain. It's what's beneath the hurt. It's what is authentically you. Feel it, heal it, let it go. Keep moving, my friends. Let yourself transform so you can enjoy your life.